All right, let's take a moment to pause, breathe, and tune in to the energy of this moment. Because what I'm about to tell you isn't just another spiritual concept or an idea you can casually scroll past. This is a message for the chosen ones. Yes, you. You're here because something inside you already knows that your life is on the verge of a profound transformation. You felt it, haven't you? That pull in your heart, the quiet whispers in your soul, the sense that something or someone extraordinary is about to step into your life. And if you're watching this, it's no coincidence. You're about to meet your twin flame. But what does that really mean? Let's start with a question that's not only deep, but necessary for this journey. Do you truly know who you are? Because meeting your twin flame isn't just about finding another person. It's about recognizing the mirror of your soul, the divine reflection of everything you are, your light, your shadows, your power, and your potential. And to truly meet them, you must first meet yourself. So let's dive in. What is a twin flame, and why does it feel like destiny? A twin flame isn't just a soulmate or a romantic partner. Your twin flame is the other half of your soul, split from the same energetic essence. Imagine this. Before you were born, your soul was whole, complete, radiant. But to truly experience the depth of life, that soul divided into two halves, each carrying a unique piece of the same essence. One half became you, and the other half became them. Across lifetimes, across dimensions, you've been searching for each other, magnetized by a love so profound it transcends time and space.
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lesson.
But here's where it gets interesting and challenging. Your twin flame isn't someone who simply completes you. They're someone who awakens you. Meeting them is like looking into a mirror and seeing all the parts of yourself you've been avoiding. They reflect your highest potential, but they also reflect your deepest wounds. And that's why meeting your twin flame is such a powerful spiritual experience. It forces you to grow, to heal, and to become the person you were always meant to be. Now let me ask you this. Have you been feeling a shift in your energy lately? Maybe you've been experiencing synchronicities, seeing repeated numbers like 1111 or 222. Maybe you've had vivid dreams about someone you've never met, or you felt an unexplainable longing, as if something is missing. These are signs that your twin flame is drawing closer. The universe communicates through energy, and when your twin flame is near, the signs become impossible to ignore. But here's the thing. Meeting your twin flame isn't about sitting around and waiting for them to appear. It's about preparing yourself to receive them, and that starts with doing the inner work. Ask yourself, am I ready to face my own reflection? Because when you meet your twin flame, they will challenge you in ways no one else can. They will trigger your insecurities, your fears, and your doubts, not to hurt you, but to help you heal. This is the paradox of the twin flame journey. It's the most beautiful love you'll ever experience, but it's also the most intense. So how do you prepare for this kind of love? It begins with self-awareness. Take a moment to reflect on where you are in your life right now. Are you living in alignment with your true self? Or are you hiding behind masks and walls? Are you holding on to past wounds, or are you ready to let them go? Because your twin flame can only meet you at the level of consciousness you've reached, the more you align with your authentic self, the easier it becomes to attract them into your life. Let me share something powerful with you. Your twin flame isn't separate from you. They are an extension of your soul, which means that the love you seek from them is already within you. When you cultivate self-love, you're not just healing yourself. You're healing the connection between you and your twin flame. This is why the journey to meeting them begins with turning inward. Here's a practical exercise to start this process. Every morning, look into a mirror and speak to your reflection as if you're speaking to your twin flame. Say, "I see you, I love you, I'm ready for you." Notice how this shifts your energy. The more you embody the love you desire, the more you magnetize it into your reality. But let's go deeper. Have you ever wondered why now? Why is this the moment when your twin flame is coming into your life? It's because you're ready. You wouldn't be here watching this if you weren't. The universe doesn't make mistakes. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. And in the case of twin flames, when your soul is ready, the mirror appears. Let me ask you another question. Are you willing to surrender to the unknown? Because meeting your twin flame isn't something you can control or predict. It's not about swiping through dating apps or searching for signs in every stranger you meet. It's about trusting the process, trusting the divine timing of your life. The universe knows exactly when and how to bring you together. Your job is to align with that timing by staying present, open, and receptive. Think of it like planting a seed. You can't force it to grow, but you can nurture the soil, water it, and give it sunlight. Meeting your twin flame is the same. You can't control when they appear, but you can prepare yourself by cultivating the right energy, an energy of love, trust, and surrender. And here's the most important thing to remember. The twin flame journey isn't just about union, it's about transformation. Whether you meet them tomorrow, next year, or in another lifetime, the purpose of the journey is to awaken you to your own divinity. Your twin flame is a catalyst, but the real work is yours to do. Experience it. Let's take a moment to reflect on something profound. The universe is always speaking to us. The question is, are we listening? When your twin flame is near, the universe begins to orchestrate events, signs, and synchronicities in a way that feels almost magical. But here's the thing. These signs aren't random. They're deliberate, intentional, and meant to guide you toward the person who is your divine mirror. Try your process. If you've ever felt like something greater than yourself was trying to get your attention, you're not imagining it. The universe is moving all the pieces into place for you to meet your twin flame. But how do you recognize these signs? How do you know when it's the universe speaking and not just your own wishful thinking? The truth is, the signs are always there, but they require you to slow down, pay attention, and trust your intuition. So let's explore the most powerful ways the universe communicates with you on your twin flame journey. Have you been noticing repeated numbers like 1111, 222, or 333? These are known as angel numbers, and they're one of the most common signs that your twin flame is near. Each number carries its own vibration and message, but 1111 is particularly significant when it comes to twin flames. Why? Because it represents alignment, spiritual awakening, and the union of two souls. When you see this number, it's like the universe is whispering, "Pay attention, stay open, something extraordinary is on its way." But the signs don't stop there. Synchronicities, those coincidences that feel too perfect to be random, are another way the universe guides you. Maybe you keep hearing the same song wherever you go, and the lyrics speak directly to your soul. Maybe you meet someone who reminds you of a dream you had, or you keep coming across symbols that feel deeply personal, like a phoenix, a lotus, or a specific color. Are you missing something? These synchronicities are nudges from the universe pointing you in the direction of your twin flame. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like the universe was conspiring in your favor? Maybe you've been in the right place at the right time, or you've experienced a series of events that felt divinely orchestrated. That's not luck, it's alignment. When your twin flame is near, the universe begins to align your path with theirs in ways that can only be described as miraculous. But here's the key: you have to trust these signs, even when they don't make logical sense. The twin flame journey isn't about logic, it's about intuition. It's about feeling your way forward, even when you can't see the whole picture. So the next time you notice a synchronicity or a repeating number, don't dismiss it. Pause, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, what is the universe trying to tell me right now? As you read, now let's go deeper. Signs from the universe aren't just external, they're also internal. Have you been feeling a shift in your energy lately? Maybe you've been experiencing heightened emotions, vivid dreams, or a sense of longing that you can't quite explain. These inner experiences are just as important as the external signs. They're your soul's way of preparing you for the meeting with your twin flame. Pay close attention to your dreams. When your twin flame is near, you may start to dream about them, even if you've never met them in waking life. These dreams often feel more vivid and emotional than ordinary dreams, and they may leave you with a sense of recognition or familiarity. It's as if your soul is reconnecting with theirs in the dream world before you meet in the physical world. Have you also noticed that your relationships with others are shifting? When your twin flame is about to enter your life, the universe often clears the way by removing people, situations, or patterns that no longer serve you. This can be a painful process, but it's necessary. You can't meet your twin flame while still holding on to old attachments or energies that keep you stuck. So if you've been experiencing endings, whether it's the end of a friendship, a job, or even a romantic relationship, trust that it's happening for a reason. The universe is creating space for something far greater. But let me ask you this. Are you ready to let go of what no longer serves you? Because meeting your twin flame requires you to step into a higher vibration. It requires you to release the old so that you can make room for the new. And that's not always easy. It takes courage, faith, and a willingness to trust the process, even when it feels uncomfortable. Now let's talk about intuition. Your intuition is one of the most powerful tools you have on this journey. When your twin flame is near, your intuition will start to guide you in ways that may feel subtle but undeniable. You might suddenly feel drawn to a certain place, person, or activity without knowing why. You might feel a sense of knowing that something big is about to happen, even if you can't explain it. These intuitive nudges are your soul's way of leading you toward your twin flame. Here's a practical exercise to strengthen your connection with your intuition. Each morning, take a few moments to sit in stillness and ask yourself, what does my soul want me to know today? Write down whatever comes to mind, even if it doesn't make sense right away. The more you practice tuning into your inner guidance, the more clearly you'll be able to recognize the signs and synchronicities that are guiding you to your twin flame. But remember, the journey to meeting your twin flame isn't a straight line. It's a spiral, a series of twists and turns that lead you closer to yourself and, in turn, to them. So don't get discouraged if the signs feel unclear at times. Trust that the universe knows exactly what it's doing. Let me ask you one final question for this part. What would it feel like to trust the universe completely? To know without a shadow of a doubt that everything happening in your life, every sign, every synchronicity, every shift, is guiding you to the love and connection your soul has been seeking. That trust is the key to unlocking the next chapter of your journey, but one that you have had to garner for yourself is untempted and unsettling. Now let's step into the heart of the journey. You felt the signs, the synchronicities, the magnetic pull that seems to defy explanation. And then it happens. You meet them. Not just anyone, but the one. The connection is instant, electric, and undeniable. It feels as though the very fabric of the universe is vibrating between you. But here's the question that shakes you to your core. How do you know it's your twin flame? Let's begin with the truth. Meeting your twin flame is one of the most profound experiences you will ever have. It's not just a meeting of two people, it's a reunion of souls. It's the moment when the mirror of your divine essence stands before you, reflecting not only your light, but also your shadows. And that's why this connection is so powerful, so transformative, and yes, sometimes so challenging. Because when you meet your twin flame, your soul recognizes them instantly, even if your mind doesn't fully understand what's happening. But let's go deeper. How can you recognize your twin flame? One of the clearest signs is the feeling of home. When you're with them, it feels as though you've known them forever. They may be a stranger in the physical world, but your soul knows them intimately. It's not just familiarity, it's a sense of belonging, of being completely seen and understood in a way you've never experienced before. Let me ask you something. Have you ever looked into someone's eyes and felt as though you were staring into infinity? That's what it feels like to meet your twin flame. Their eyes are like windows to your soul, and when you look into them, you see not only who they are, but also who you are. It's as if the layers of ego, fear, and separation dissolve, leaving only the raw, unfiltered truth of your being. Another unmistakable sign is the intensity of the connection. This isn't a love that feels ordinary or predictable. It's a love that shakes you to your core, that breaks down your walls and leaves you vulnerable in the best possible way. It's a love that challenges you to grow, to heal, and to become the highest version of yourself. And that's because your twin flame isn't here to simply make you feel good. They're here to awaken you. But here's where it gets tricky. The twin flame connection isn't always smooth or easy. In fact, it often brings to the surface the very wounds, fears, and insecurities that you've been avoiding. This is the paradox of the twin flame journey. the person who brings you the most joy is also the person who triggers your deepest pain. And that's because they are your mirror. They reflect back to you both the beauty and the shadows within yourself. Let me ask you this. Are you ready to face your own reflection? Because that's what this journey requires. Your twin flame will show you the parts of yourself that you've been unwilling to see. The parts that need healing, forgiveness, and love. And while this can be incredibly challenging, it's also the greatest gift. Because through this process, you're not just connecting with them, you're connecting with yourself. Now, let's talk about the twin flame dynamic. One of the most common aspects of this connection is the push and pull energy. Often, one person becomes the runner while the other becomes the chaser. This happens because the intensity of the connection can feel overwhelming, especially for the person who isn't ready to face their own shadows. The runner may try to distance themselves, while the chaser feels an almost desperate longing to close the gap. But here's the truth. The runner and chaser dynamic isn't about rejection or abandonment. It's about growth. It's the universe's way of giving both of you the space to heal and evolve individually so that you can come back together in alignment. So, if you find yourself in this dynamic, don't let it discourage you. Instead, ask yourself, what is this teaching me about myself? One of the most important lessons of the twin flame journey is self-love. Because the truth is, you can't fully unite with your twin flame until you've united with yourself. Your twin flame isn't here to complete you. They're here to remind you that you're already whole. And the more you embrace your wholeness, the more you create the energetic alignment needed for union. Here's a practical exercise to help you navigate the twin flame connection. Whenever you feel triggered by something your twin flame says or does, pause and ask yourself, what is this reflecting about me? Instead of blaming or reacting, use the trigger as an opportunity to heal. Maybe it's reflecting a fear of rejection, a belief that you're not enough, or an old wound from your past. Whatever it is, bring compassion to it. Remember, your twin flame is not the cause of your pain. They're the mirror showing you what needs to be healed. Okay, but let's not forget the beauty of this connection. Meeting your twin flame is like meeting yourself in another form. It's a love that transcends time, space, and even the physical body. It's a love that feels spiritual, sacred, and eternal. And even in the moments of challenge, there's an unshakable knowing that you're meant to be in each other's lives. Let me ask you another question. What would it feel like to love someone with your whole soul, without fear, without conditions, without limits? That's the kind of love your twin flame invites you to experience. But to love them in this way, you must first love yourself in this way. Now, here's something important to understand. Not everyone will physically unite with their twin flame in this lifetime, and that's okay. The purpose of the twin flame journey isn't just about being together, it's about awakening to your own divinity and fulfilling your soul's mission. Whether you're together or apart, your twin flame is always with you because they are an extension of your soul. But if you do come into physical union with your twin flame, it's not just about romantic love. It's about creating something greater together. Twin flames are here to serve a higher purpose, to raise the vibration of the planet, to inspire others, and to embody unconditional love in action. So if you're on this journey, know that it's not just about you, it's about the ripple effect of your love your growth, and your light. Let's take a moment to reflect on where we are in this journey. By now you understand the profound nature of the twin flame connection. You felt the intensity, the magnetism, and the deep soul-level recognition. But here's the truth. As divine and sacred as this connection is, it doesn't come without its challenges. In fact, the twin flame journey is often marked by periods of separation, misalignment, and emotional upheaval. And yet, these challenges are not obstacles. They are opportunities. They are the alchemical fires that refine you, that prepare you, that transform you into the person you need to become to fully embody this sacred union. But let's ask an important question. Why is it so hard? Why does something as beautiful as the twin flame connection come with so much intensity and pain? The answer lies in the purpose of the connection itself. Your twin flame is not here to give you an easy, comfortable love. They are here to awaken you, to challenge you, and to help you grow into the highest version of yourself. This is not a surface-level relationship. It's a soul-level transformation, and transformation is rarely easy. One of the most common challenges on the twin flame journey is the period of separation. This is the phase where you and your twin flame may feel disconnected, physically, emotionally, or spiritually. It can feel like the most painful thing in the world, like a piece of your soul is missing. But here's the paradox. Separation is an illusion. Even when you're apart in the physical world, your souls are always connected. You're never truly separate because you are two halves of the same essence. But why does separation happen? It happens because both you and your twin flame need time and space to heal, to grow, and to align with the energy of union. Think of it like two magnets. If one magnet is misaligned or carrying too much resistance, it will repel the other. The same is true for twin flames. If one or both of you are carrying unresolved wounds, fears, or ego-based patterns, the energy of union cannot fully flow. So the separation isn't a punishment, it's a gift. It's a chance to do the inner work that will ultimately bring you closer together. Another challenge that often arises on the twin flame journey is the ego. The ego thrives on fear, control, and attachment, and the intensity of the twin flame connection can bring these tendencies to the surface. You might find yourself clinging to the idea of how things should be, or feeling frustrated when your twin flame doesn't behave the way you expect. But here's the truth. The twin flame journey isn't about what your ego wants. It's about what your soul needs. So, how do you move beyond the ego? It starts with surrender. Surrender doesn't mean giving up or letting go of your twin flame. It means letting go of the need to control the outcome. It means trusting the process even when it doesn't make sense. It means allowing the universe to work its magic instead of trying to force things to happen on your timeline. Let me ask you another question. What would it feel like to fully surrender to love? To let go of fear, doubt, and control, and to trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it's meant to. This kind of surrender requires faith, not just in your twin flame, but in yourself and in the divine plan of the universe. One of the most powerful tools for navigating the twin flame journey is gratitude. Even in the moments of challenge, there is so much to be grateful for. Be grateful for the lessons your twin flame is teaching you. Be grateful for the growth you're experiencing. Be grateful for the love that exists between you, even when it feels distant. Gratitude shifts your energy from lack to abundance. from fear to love, and it creates the space for union to unfold. Finally, let's talk about union. Union with your twin flame is not just about being together in the physical sense. It's about aligning with the energy of unconditional love. It's about coming into harmony with yourself, with them, and with the universe. And here's the most profound truth: union begins within. When you cultivate love, compassion, and alignment within yourself, you naturally attract the same energy from your twin flame. The more you embody your highest self, the more you create the conditions for union to manifest. This is why the twin flame journey is not just about finding them. It's about becoming the version of yourself that is ready for them. So let me leave you with one final question for this part. What would it look like to fully embody unconditional love? Not just for your twin flame, but for yourself and for the world. Because that's the energy that will guide you to union, not just with them, but with the divine.